bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here.
Hey, thanks for checking out our channel. In this episode, we've got a lot going on. We're boondocking for the first time, where we're going to check out the Predator 3500 generator from Harbour Freight. We're taking a look at the Yeti Goal Zero solar generator, which I'm actually really excited to check that out. It's pretty cool. And then checking out this beautiful city that we're boondocking in, Tarpon Springs, Florida, where we'll check out the local sponge docks, where local fishermen go out and harvest sponges from the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico and bring them back in to sell them on the streets of this quaint little Greek town. We're taking a look at the Greek culture, the Greek food, and we're going to jump on the Pinellas bike trail on our new rad mini power bikes, which we love them. They're actually really cool. They fold up, fit right in the back of a pickup truck. They're the perfect bike to get around on for camping and RVing. So take a look at those and head down to Palm Harbor, about 6 miles south of here, where we're going to attend the 2019 Valspar Championship PGA Tour. Brad Paisley plays there Saturday evening, so we may attend that. And also stick around to the end of the video, because we kind of have a cool little special announcement to make at the end. So if you like our channel, hit that subscribe button. And again, thanks for checking us out. So here's our campground. We're actually on a friend's empty lot right on a little canal, and we chose to go boondocking here. It's close to everything, the sponge docks in the downtown area, so we're really enjoying it. And here's our completely restored vintage 1972 camper. We took it down to the frame and completely rebuilt it, but we absolutely love it. It's perfect for our needs. We named her Lily B after our granddaughter. This area is called the Spring Bayou, also known as Craig Park. It's about a block from our campground. And this is the area where every January 6th they hold the Epiphany. See that little gurgling water there? That's the tail of a manatee. Manatees flock into the bayou every winter for the warm waters. And this is right where they hold the Epiphany. The Greek Orthodox Church celebrates the baptism of Jesus Christ over 2,000 years ago. After the procession reaches this area from St. Nicholas Church, the Archbishop then throws a specially crafted wooden cross into the water, and dozens of young boys dive into the water to swim, wrestle, and churn the water in search of the cross. After the ceremony, the procession returns to the church, where bottles of blessed holy water are distributed to the faithful. And just a few blocks from the sponge docks is St. Michael's Shrine. This stone chapel was built to fulfill a boy's promise made to the Archangel Michael during a vision as the 11-year-old lay near death. He was diagnosed with a brain tumor 75 years ago. Doctors told his mother there was no hope, yet he recovered and went on to become a popular middle school guidance counselor. His parents built this shrine in their backyard in honor of his miraculous recovery. Moving on to the downtown historical area, there's a lot of restaurants and shops, great little boutiques, and just a nice way to spend the afternoon. Some Greek restaurants in this area as well, and even a little meat market. This is the Historical Society, where you can check out the past history of this great little town. It sits right on the Pinellas bike trail, which was the old railroad tracks that came through this area. And if you like beer, there's 3 microbreweries in town. Saint Somewhere, Two Frogs Brewery, and my favorite, Silver King Brewing Company. Excellent beer and a great place to catch a good band and some music. And if you're not into beer, they have a winery in town as well. So you can check out how they make wine and taste some good Cabernet. Let's head on down to the Sponge Docks. And did you know no other city in the United States has a higher percentage of residents of Greek heritage than Tarpon Springs? The founding of the commercial sponge industry in 1890 changed this town forever. The sponge beds were discovered accidentally in 1873 by Key West fishermen whose nets were fouled by sponges off the mouth of the Anclote River. Spongers moved to this area to work the beds, and in 1890, a Tarpon Springs businessman opened the Anclote River and Rock Island Sponge Company. Today, they still harvest sponge from the waters of the Gulf of Mexico, and you can walk the streets along the sponge docks and purchase a recently cultivated sponge to use in your shower. One of the famous restaurants on the Sponge Docks is Hella's Restaurant and Hella's Bakery, owned by a local family, serving up some of the best Greek food in the city. Coming up on the area where the sponge divers dock their boats. If you look closely on the back of some of the boats, you can see the freshly harvested sponges. By far, the best seafood restaurant in the area is Rusty Belly's Waterfront Grill, a local's favorite and mine as well. They serve up fresh seafood caught on their boats in the Gulf of Mexico, which they bring back into their own seafood market. You can't get any fresher than that. And they have a great outdoor bar and restaurant right on the water with outdoor seating, an outdoor patio, and live music on the weekends. Okay, as I mentioned, I wanted to give a little bit of a review on the Harbour Freight Predator 3500 generator, gas generator. There's a lot of great reviews online, especially on YouTube, so I'm not going to go into great detail here, but the reason I bought it, I did a lot of research, and I would have to say 95% of the reviews are positive for this particular product, and I have to agree. It is really, for the price, it's a tremendous value. You know, if you look at a Honda, they're probably going to be well more than double the price of this. I paid just over $700. There's a coupon that you can search for online through Harbour Freight, but it does everything it says it will. I obviously use it just for the camper, and we run a refrigerator, a 6-gallon water heater, all of our iPads, iPhones, computers, stuff like that off of it, and it does a great job powering the camper. 2.5-gallon gasoline tank will run for a good 13 to 14 hours powering our little camper. So I absolutely love it. I've changed the oil 3 times. They recommend you do that after like 4 hours, and then after like 8 hours, and then at 30 hours. Put a good synthetic oil in it, and I put in a new spark plug as well. But it has everything on the front here, as you can see. A special RV plug, which I don't have yet. I'm going to do that, obviously. 2 AC, 120 volt outlets, and you know, everything's pretty self-explanatory. So we'll fire it up and see how quiet this thing is, which I have to say, it is unbelievably quiet. We are literally, I'm guessing, 20 feet away, and we can't even hear it in our camper. I mean, it's ridiculously quiet. Electric start, which you gotta love. So there it is. Got a spark arrestor on the back, but that's about it. As you can tell, it's running right now, powering the camper, so it's drawing 37 amps, and so it's not even really working at this point. And it also has an economy throttle on it, so I can throttle it down there. It lowers the noise significantly more even. So anyway, I would highly recommend this if you're going to go camping, and even, you know, and then also we live in Florida, so obviously we have a lot of power outages with hurricane and storms, you know, in the stormy season, and so I'm really looking forward to having this back in the shed to just run the refrigerator and a fan and some lights and stuff like that. So yeah, for the price, the value is fantastic. I highly recommend it. Okay, let's talk about the Yeti 1000 made by Goal Zero. A solar generator with a lithium battery. This thing is awesome, and I'm so excited to have it. So we had the generator, the gas generator, the Predator 3500, that we'll use when we're camping, boondocking, that kind of thing. One of the concerns I had was this trip that we're taking. We're going to be gone for 4 months. We're going out west, and we're going to do a lot of BLM, camping, and boondocking. My concern was that with the Predator 3500, obviously we need gasoline, and that could be a problem in some instances. The other thing is, our plan is, as we're traveling, to just maybe stop for the night, not even unhook the camper, go back in the camper, have dinner, go to bed, wake up in the morning, get back on the road. And obviously I don't want to have to pull the generator out, fire it up, have that noise. This is awesome because obviously I can keep this right inside the camper, so there's no fumes, no carbon monoxide, anything like that, no gas obviously, and just plug the camper right into it and it's going to fire up the refrigerator, it's going to fire up the lights, the pump for the water. So this thing is really incredible. I had plugged the camper in, it's at a 97% charge right now, and it showed that under the current load of the camper it would last about 9 hours, which I think is just incredible. It's spectacular. There's obviously 2 AC ports here, you've got 4 USB ports here, a whole list of different options here and readouts, amperage, volts, time remaining, a whole 12 volt section here, and then you can charge it 3 different ways. You can charge it via a solar panel, you can charge it with a 12 volt, or you can also charge it through an AC. The AC I believe is only going to draw in about 60 amps, so it's going to take about 60 amps. It's going to take a good 13 to 15 hours to recharge it from empty battery. So the way to go, and for me solar is the way I'm going to go, with a couple 200 watt solar panels, because you know, out in the desert or when we're on BLM land, we can have those panels out during the day, recharge this, and we're good to go again that night, and we can stay out there indefinitely as long as we have sun. So I really like this a lot. I think this is a great investment. They're about $1,000. I got this refurbished from Goal Zero. If you go to Goal Zero and search for refurbished items, you can find quite a few in there. And so I paid $700 for this, and it looks great. There's a few little scuff marks on it, but I'm not concerned about that. So really pleased with this. Awesome unit. I highly recommend this as well. Hey, that was a lot of fun. Tarpon Springs is a great city. Great Greek traditional food, culture, and just an awesome place to hang out for the day. So let's head on down now the Pinellas Bike Trail to the Valspar Championship. Check out the PGA Tour. The Pinellas Trail is a linear trail currently extending from St. Petersburg to Tarpon Springs, and is a multi-use trail everyone can enjoy. The trail, created along a portion of abandoned railroad corridor, provides a unique protected green space for walking, jogging, skating, and biking. It actually runs from Tarpon Springs, 49.8 miles, all the way down to the southern end of St. Petersburg, Florida. Things are looking pretty good here at the practice green up on the 18th and number 1 hole. Give you a little look at what we're looking at here. You can walk with me. Okay, so if you remember back at the start of the video, we told you to stick around to the end because we had a little special announcement to make. So actually, if you're watching this, thank you, because that means you've actually watched our video to the end. We appreciate that. The reason that we were boondocking just a few blocks from our house at a friend's lot is because we actually rented our home for the week to one of the PGA professionals. His name is Julian Utilay, and he's from Argentina. He rented our home for the week with his caddy and his coach, and it was super exciting. We got to meet him, take some pictures, and actually got free tickets into the Valspar Championship for the whole week, including the Brad Paisley concert. So it was a win-win situation for everybody. We really enjoyed hosting him. So Julian, if you ever watch this, thank you so much. So stick around after the video here. There's going to be some pictures of me and Vicky with them. And if you like our channel, please subscribe. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that little bell next to the subscribe button, because every time that we upload a new video, you'll get an email announcing it. And thank you for rolling with the Roche'z. We'll see you soon. Bye.